happen on the bass there. 1, 1, 2, 2. You can hear there's even more bass. 1, 2. That's kind of a thin bass. I would even we'll leave it there on flat. All right. So high is obviously going to be the S's and a bit more air, and you can hear that. Yeah. So it's more for clarity. The reason these are sort of standard is because, especially with speech, it's the S's that gives the definition. Yeah. So you want to be able to just get a bit of clarity. 1, 2. It just gives a little bit more, and you can suddenly hear.
Crisp.
Yeah. Now let's go to this one here. If you boost, so let's put it on 200. It's on flat now, so it's not boost or cut. So if I'm going to boost that, you should hear that frequency there. So that's 250 boosted. If we're going to sweep it, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, it goes through all these different, goes through the frequency band. So you can immediately hear that sounds really horrible, I think anyway. So in this case, you have option to say, well, that really sounds ugly. I want to take it out. 1, 2, 2. Get rid of the things you don't like, or boost the things that you do like. So let's say boost it a little bit. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. That maybe sounds okay there. 1, 2. So there's a bit of a boost. So because you have only one sweepable, you have one choice. Either you're going to cut something, you're going to boost something. Important thing is listen to your ear. You know, if it sounds good, don't be tweaking anything if it's fine. If it's fine, it's fine. So 1, 1, 2. So in this case, 1, 2. Let's get 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. So when you've done that, because this is 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. When you EQ this, what you've done is on one of those strands, you've actually either boosted, amplified the signal a little bit, because if you boost the bass, it boosts the signal because the bass is part of the signal, or you've reduced something. So if you do really extreme EQing, then just check your signal again. You might have to up or down it. So if I boosted for some reason this was really, really boosted, you'll see that your signal actually boosts as well, because this is amplifying your. Makes sense so far, guys? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Everything okay? All right. So we've done the gains, high pass filter, EQ section. So then we get to the next part, which would be your outputs. So in other words, your signal comes in, and then you have these different outputs. We know that left, right, and middle would be some of them, but we also know there's outputs on stage as well, which would be monitor 1, 2, and 3. So and this is marked aux 1, aux 2, aux 3. That would be a common name for monitors. So if somebody was singing and they say, well, I can't hear myself singing, then the first thing you should look at, where are they standing? Is it the piano playing asking it? Is it the singers? So let's say it's the singers. So then you say, okay, well, that is the person that's got mic number 12 in their hand, and they want to hear more on number 1. So you go to number 12, and you go to number 1, and you give more.
So that's just a more volume.
It's just more volume for that speaker, that one speaker.
Particular monitor.
That's it, yeah. That's it, yeah. So these are your monitors, and would be on stage. Yeah, it would be your wedges, and this would be your mains. Yeah. So then the piano player says that same mic is too loud. Then you bring it down. So is it number 2? Go to 12. Who is too loud? Where? So this one is too loud on number 2, and you bring it down.
So full control of what's going through every monitor.
Exactly.
From 0 to say full.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
If I put too high in this, will be the sound like.
If it's got a microphone next to him, yeah.
To the monitor, yeah.
Yeah. Microphone, yeah. You have to be careful for that, and we'll run through the characteristics of the microphone. But it is now. Before I think you're going to get to feedbacks. Really, if you do get feedbacks from the singers, I would say they're not singing. They're not singing out. Because you're not really at levels that you're competing with the drum kit and bass and all sorts of things. There should be enough volume for them. So either they need to bring the mic closer, or you just really need to encourage them to sing out, guys. Learn to sing out and get used to your voice and overcome that kind of phobia of hearing yourself. It's part of the journey. And it will make the person at the back, it make your job much easier. And that's why these choir mics would be the biggest challenge in this place, because they're so far away. And to, the louder they sing, the better it's going to come through. The softer they sing, there's not much you can do before you're going to start getting feedbacks and stuff. That makes sense here? All right, so I'm going to put that down. Now, there's a little button there called pre on each one of them. So you have 2 there and 2 here. Now, what a pre, the difference between pre and post, it's pre-fader or post-fader. So in other words, I want the sound to go to the monitor before the fader. I want it to go there already, not because of the fader. So if it's on post, then it means that I'm gonna, if I push this over here, it's gonna increase there as well. So these run together. Make sure it's on pre, so that's independent from this one.
Okay. Unless you use this one.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're gonna boost that, then everybody's gonna get more.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It doesn't matter if you press or not. This will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That overrides everything. Yeah. So you have that option now. Why would you need that? It's for if you have, say, for instance, vocal effects, an effects unit. If you push that, you want more effects or less effects. So you want it to run on a post fade rather than a pre fade, so that or when you have playback, somebody doing a dance or a song or just a track in the mornings, and you want to fade it out. If you fade it out, it's still playing, and then you press stop, and it's, So if you put on post fade, it fades everything together, nice and professionally. Yeah, you learned something. I can see that.
So backing tracks, that's the thing.
That's
usually on the laptop.
there you are.
Still sound like professional stuff.
That's it, yeah. But that's the point. It can be done if you want to make it sound right. There's always a way to do it. So, but yeah, you can do it. You can do it from the slider. So we have that thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means that you can theoretically add another monitor, and you should be able to have four zones there. Now the pros and cons, obviously, of monitors is the fact that you do have the cons are you have the total control. So people can start playing louder, and it's not influencing on this side. So it gives you the flexibility, but in the same way, it can become so loud on stage that the singers can't hear themselves, or is no need. You find that you don't need the speakers because the monitors are starting to get so loud. So I would not go for more speakers on stage than what you have there, especially for the style and the size that you guys are doing here. All right, so then you have the next two, which is quite nice. You have 2 built-in effects. So these are basically auxiliaries as well. Now, instead